All right, so let's get to the parts goodies that I've kind of purchased besides the parts car with the 5-lug. I've got the under splash guard. The Type R actually has the splash guard. I actually did not see it, but it had been chewed up and zip tied up, so it actually wasn't really where it's sitting where it should. So I've got a new splash guard. And beyond that, a guy locally that's kind of been working with me on the Type R and stuff, he sold me these wheels. They're not mint condition, but they're in a lot better shape. I may have the original wheels powder coated or painted with the car, but these were a pretty good option as something to pick up just locally that might be used. I also have in this bottom box, a mint condition Type R wheel as well. So I've got a couple different options for the OEM wheels, assuming I don't powder coat it. Like I said, same guy that sold me the wheels traded me for the tie bars and stuff. I really just needed this little bar right here. It's really hard to come by. I don't know why. The JDM ones had it. This one's been painted black versus silver. We'll deal with that in due time. But also got some of the brackets and things for the sway bars. So that's pretty cool. Have a lot of OEM parts in this box. I'll pull them out and then video it real quick. Hey guys, so beyond having the entire parts car and some parts off my old GSR, went ahead and purchased a bunch of brand new parts from Honda. The valve cover being one of them. I think it really cleans up the engine bay. It really makes it pop, and I don't think that a used one would have quite the same effect, so I went ahead and bought a new one, which I guess based on all the other brand new parts I've got, kind of makes sense. Later on, not in this initial kind of rebuild, I'm going to focus on the chassis and some of the rust and stuff and getting this parts car out of here. We will rebuild the engine, so I've got a lot of the engine parts, head gasket, there's new rings over here, there's distributor cap and rotor, timing belt, water pump, oil pan gaskets over there, new cam seals are here, so cam seals go on the inside. This is the one for the outside by the distributor on the other cam. VTEC solenoid gaskets, that's a battery tie down. I bought a new antenna, OEM Honda antenna, kind of felt ripped off. It was like 60 some odd dollars versus the eBay specials at like 20 bucks. These are right here, you can't really see them, but these are the brand new Type R stickers for the outside. Probably won't put those on until I get the car painted, along with the brand new emblems, again all from Honda. Brand new oil or fuel filter, like I said, rings. This is the rear main seal, that's pivot bearing. There's a brand new clutch kit here. These are actually the pedal covers for the brake and clutch. That is a brand new shift knob, which also paid dearly for. I think it was something like 130 bucks or something like that. Again, the guy here locally gave me all the bushings and for the sway bars. I got some lug nuts, OEM lug nuts. Car has some mismatched lug nuts on it today. Here's a box of goodies. So this is actually a couple years of accumulation of stuff. I think most of this stuff here was actually for my S2000 that I had, including a valve cover gasket and the washers. The rest of this is actually from a B-Series transmission rebuild that I bought all new bolts for. And so I've got a lot of clean bolts in here, probably some of the bearings and things like that as well. For the transmission, I've apparently got some OEM bearings that I found over the years. Again, years of accumulation of just brand new bolts and nuts and things of that nature. Also some that were just really good condition. Some of these are brand new, some are not in this particular baggie, but they are in good condition. You see most of them are still in the baggie. So a lot of things like that. Then when we move over, I've got some additional parts boxes. So locally, I happened to find a V16 head that had a USDM intake manifold and throttle body, which are kind of hard to come by because they are different than the JDM models. An oil cooler or heater, depending on how you look at it. A bunch of OEM fans. Picked up this armrest. It's a little bit cleaner. I think I'm still going to just buy a brand new one, is my guess. Box of bolts that came off of parts cars over the last year or so. And then I've got kind of a box of miscellaneous stuff. These look like they're the shim washers, the crankshaft. Appears to be a Foyo throwout bearing in here. I've got some of the clutch reservoir. Further down in here, actually forgot about this, I've got a brand new throttle cable. So that's actually the throttle cable. Somewhere down in here there's a throttle cable bracket as well. So this little guy right here.